What's going on, you guys? DZROCKS here, back with another Musicality Monday, and in this one I'm going to talk about mathematics and musicality. If you're new here, consider subscribing for plenty more content just like this, drop of knowledge, how-tos, plenty more content just to help you grow as a dancer and have fun with your boy along the way. With that said, let's run the intro, let's get right into it. So first off, sorry for missing out on a couple of these Musicality Mondays. It's been a difficult time and I just haven't really had the time to record as much as I'd like, especially pull out the quality that I'd like. So I'm going to do my best to get back on it. So I've missed you guys. Thank you. Hopefully you guys have missed me as well. But I'm here to drop off some knowledge. This is something that I truly use all the time when I listen to music and when I freestyle. And I really use it as a tool to help me not repeat the same move and help me stay on a different pattern than being the same repetitive freestyler that I can be. So the first thing in it is you want to make sure that you're counting out the beats. So let's take a simple drum pattern, simple fill, where we hit the toms, do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Simple roll, simple pattern that you pretty much always hear in music. So counting out that 8, there's multiple ways that you can count it. What I like to do is figure out how many different ways can I count to 8. You know, what are the factors that go into making the number 8? One of them is obviously 8 times 1, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I like to do when I break it down that way is I like to do one continuous move like a wave that goes straight through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see the pattern right through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's easy to break it down like that, and it's the most normal way to break it down. Another way that you can break it down. See, all these is just about figuring out how many ways can you break down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another way is 4 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 groups of 4. And what I like to think about when it comes to the 2 groups, especially multiplication style, is these are 2 different body parts. So each group, different body parts. So you can go 1 here and then 1 with your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you break up the movement by those 2 groups, so you can actually identify that you're doing the pattern a different way. So I can go straight through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can just kind of bust out with 2 different things. As long as I'm using a different body part, it's helping me stay in the mind frame of doing 4 times 2. Another way that you can do it is flipping that is 2 times 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's how you can get to 8 as well. You take one movement that's based on doing 2 moves, like a chest pop, 1, 2. That would be simple. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's still breaking down that same pattern that we hear do 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 do. You know, you're able to break that down by using 4 different body parts using 2 moves. So there's plenty of ways that you can go back and forth with this. All you need to do is just make sure that you're counting out how many beats there are, and then figuring out what kind of patterns and ways can I come up with to equal that number, to give myself plenty more options on how to attack this beat. So there's numbers in music all throughout it. We call them notes, counts, bars. Everything is broken down into numbers. So making sure that you understand what numbers are being played and how to count them out is going to give you that many more options on how to decipher those and really break it down for yourself in different patterns to give yourself something different to hit. So just kind of going back over that again, I feel like I just spit a lot of numbers at you guys and that just only kind of made sense, hopefully to a lot of you guys. But basically, if you can count out a sound, even if it's an odd number, like say 7, you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? So it's really up to you as to how you want to break it down. But just think of each time that you break up a number, like we took the number 8, we broke it down into 4, which is 2 different groups. So we use 2 different body parts, or we can break it down into 4 different body parts and use 2 different moves. So it just gives you more ways to focus just purely on the music, focus on the pattern that's being played, and it helps you take that the first normal thing that will go into your head that you would want to do. You're able to take that, understand it, and then add more and more ways to do it and break down the beat. So hopefully that helped you guys out. It's a cool way to look at music. It's a cool way to break down, to use. I always try to think of methods to make the music seem different, or some way that I can break it down and decipher it a little bit differently, just to give myself a different option on how to dance to it. And the more you do that, the harder it's going to be for you to be stuck musically when you play. You're hearing a song that you've never heard, or you're hearing a song and it just has that same repetitive beat, like Grinding, the clip song. That song is only repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over again. But if you're able to decipher the beat and break it down and give yourself different patterns to follow, then your movement, even though it's the same beat, your movement will change and it'll always be different. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry again about not being around. I will definitely get back on these. So hit the like button if you liked it. Leave me a comment if you got any questions. I will definitely get right on it and get right to answering it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys again for watching. I'm DZROCKS. I'm out.